Hey guys, so in this video I'll be showing you my latest LEGO MOC, and this one is surprisingly not Star Wars based. It is actually a fantasy medieval kind of thing. And what inspired this one is that I got the Lion Knight's castle. I had the Creator 3-in-1 castle, so I kind of wanted to build something with the two of those. So I came up with this. So this MOC is one of the biggest that I've done in terms of base plates, coming in at 4x3 of 32x32 base plates. However, I obviously didn't build everything here as these two castles are official sets, but I did do a bit of work in the back corner there. So the story with this one is that these two castles are competing and very close rivals. As you can see, very little space separates them. And they have decided to finally go to war, so we have the Lion Knights coming in to battle the Black Falcons. The Black Falcons have the Dragon Knights coming in as reinforcements, and the Lion Knights have a second division coming in from the forest to help reinforce their lines. So starting in the non-interesting corner, I won't spend too much time here. This is just a blue base plate to represent water, along with a beach here. You can see there's some rocks in the water along with some foliage. There's even a clam chilling over there. A little bit more water on this side, separated by a little bit of shoreline. Then right here is just a little rocky area to separate the beach from the grassy terrain. And then here are the Dragon Knights. These guys are from a little army builder battle pack from like 2009. I've had these guys forever. And then the dragon obviously came with the castle that you see behind it, and then I threw on the Series 13 evil wizard figure to kind of be its rider. And I like the way that this dragon looks flying in, ready to take out some of the Lion Knights. And the castle itself, you can see, is just placed on an angle on the base plates. You can see I built up some terrain around the moat to just make it look a bit more realistic. We have the mounted Black Falcon Knight from the Lion Knight's castle coming out of the drawbridge to join his forces. And just more sloping on the terrain right there. You can see some rocks, again separating the beach from the grassy terrain. And back there is the water wheel, and I add just a little bit of extra water to show just some detailing there. And then this area of the rocks does have some grass and plants on top of it. The inside of this castle doesn't have too much going on. I just included the well from the set. This is a pen for the dragons, since they are allies with the Dragon Knights. So when the wizard comes to visit, they always need a place for him to keep his dragon. Here the king is coming down to fight with the queen begging him not to. And this guy is preparing his king's sword. And then there are also just two knights up here ready to fire their bows down at the Lion Knights. And I also included just a few snakes just around to show that these people are kind of evil. And the reason I went with beach for this castle is because the plates on around most of this creator castle are tan. So I thought this was just help it blend in nicely to the terrain. Then moving on to the battlefield, we obviously have the Black Falcons coming from their castle and the Lion Knights coming from theirs. All of these blue Lion Knights come directly from the Lion Knight's castle set, and then the Black Falcons come from a variety of sources. Some of them come from this castle, some of them come from the Lion Knight's castle, like this one with the flag, and some of them come from the little build-a-minifigure stations in the LEGO store. But you can see they are all engaged in battle. Most of the Black Falcons have spears, whereas the Lion Knights have a variety of weapons, and they're all just trying to take each other out, except for this guy back here. This guy was on an adventure, and he's coming back and looking pretty scared. You can see he's got his backpack full of adventuring gear, and he was not expecting to come back in the middle of a battle. As for their reinforcements, these Lion Knights do look a bit different. That's because they are from the 2009 battle pack, kind of like the Dragon Knights. And I honestly really like these guys' designs. Again, I've had these for a long time, and I'm really happy I can finally use them in a MOC like this. As for the Lion Knight's castle itself, you can see we have the queen riding out to join her men. And then some of the peasants are escaping into the castle for safety. And up top, we actually have two wizards. One is the one that came with the Lion Knight's castle, and one is a bit of a modified Series 12 collectible minifigure wizard. And then this guy is the little flag bearer, and he is not having a good time. He has never seen battle, and he does not want to watch anymore. And the Lion Knights also have their fair share of archers. So you can see this guy is also from that 2009 battle pack. And then over here we just have some more knights that came with the castle. And then this lady does not care about the battle. She needs her produce, and she is going shopping no matter what. As for terrain, there's nothing too crazy going on here. Just a lot of green and brown plates along with a lot of foliage. And I like the way that it looks. It's nothing too crazy, but I like it. And moving around the back, you can see this knight kind of missed the memo, and she's just taking a nap in the back. A lot of foliage. There's a big rose bush back here, some of the trees that came with the Lion Knight's castle. and just some foliage keeping the moat tucked away around the castle. And then this corner is just a little village area that I built for the forestmen, which you can see right there. So the road kind of breaks between the castle and the village, but then it starts up again. There's this nice little bridge that actually does arch over the little river. And then it continues on around the trees. You can see they have a little fire pit where I'm hanging out with one of the forestmen as he's playing on his mandolin thing. And the other forestmen are coming to join the fire. They don't care about the battle, they're just having a good time. And this guy's heading off deeper into the village. And this house is something that I just came up with. I like the way that it looks. It's a bit blocky, but I like it. Like the roof looks kind of nice. It's not as good as that beautiful thatched roof over there in the castle, but I still think it turned out okay. There's a little fireplace right here with just some failing stonework, so this house is very old and just is not up to snuff. As you can see, some of the corners are falling in. It's just not doing so hot anymore. And as for the interior, just nothing really going on in here, but I did make a little fireplace. And then around the back they have a little garden that is fenced off and just chilling right next to the water. And plenty of trees along the riverbank do separate the forestman area from the castles. And this is just a little toll booth for taxing trade. And it's just a simple little build, but I like the way that that looks. And there's just a few more trees over here. And here's just a look at the battle from another angle, the Black Falcon side. And I just love the way that these knights look from the Lion's Knights castle. It is such a wonderful set, and all these figures are fantastic. So yeah, that is about it for this MOC. There's a lot going on just in terms of quantity, not too much going on in terms of little details or stuff that I personally built short of terrain, but I still really like the way that this looks. I like having these two super cool LEGO castle sets displayed in this way. I love the flying dragon, and I love this big battle that I have going on in the middle. This is something that I have dreamed of building for a long time. I just never had the bricks to build castles, but now that I have two castles, I was finally able to build this, and I am just so happy. This looks so cool. So, like I said, that is pretty much it for this MOC. If you guys enjoyed, a like is very much appreciated, and feel free to leave a comment with your thoughts. And if you really enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you never miss when I upload a new video. And that will do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.